The first boss in Utgarde Keep is Prince Keleseth. He casts a single target Shadow Bolt and periodically puts a member in a Frost Tomb. The tomb lasts 20 seconds and does 2000 damage per second on heroic mode. Make sure to kill the tomb and free your party members during the fight. The boss also summons 5 skeletons halfway through, and they cast the ability Decrepify on enemies, making it difficult to get away if they catch up to you. Also, if Prince Keleseth doesn't die quickly enough, he'll revive the mobs from where they're laying on the ground. The second boss is a 2-boss fight similar to Romeo and Juliet and Keleseth. You'll want him to die around the same time. Skarvald has 3 different abilities. He periodically enrages throughout the fight. He uses a kick stone strike, which knocks the tank back a few yards, which will then most likely reposition himself far enough away from the ranged DPS or healer to intercept towards them. This charge hits for like 8k on heroic, so if you're ranged, make sure to stand in melee range or bubble before the fight. Dalronn the controller has 3 different abilities. He casts Shadow Bolts, randomly targeting different group members, and doesn't seem to have a consistent threat table. He also casts Debilitate, slowing you down with every ability by 50%. Dalronn has a very high magic resistance, so if you're a caster, you're going to want to focus damage on Skarvald. Once one of these bosses die, they summon a ghost version of themselves, which can't be targeted at all. The image has no threat table, and he'll randomly attack party members, so try your best to kill both targets at the same time. The last boss, Ingvar, has 2 different phases. In the first phase, he has 4 abilities. He'll cleave the tank and surrounding melee, he enrages periodically, he has a frontal cone smash ability that the tank can avoid by walking through the boss on the other side, and staggering roar, which will interrupt and silence any school of magic you're currently casting. So healers and casters, you should cast instant cast spells to avoid this 6-second silence. In the second phase, he has basically the same abilities, but they're just buffed. His smash has been upgraded to Dark Smash, which everyone will want to LOS behind a pillar to avoid the stun, and a little bit of shadow damage. Instead of cleave, he uses WOTLK Strike, which can be dispelled. If not dispelled, any incoming heals on that target will deal shadow damage to the healer. His roar has been upgraded, dealing more damage, silencing for 8 seconds, and increasing incoming shadow damage. And finally, he targets a random party member and casts Shadow Axe, which will spawn a whirlwind effect on the ground you need to move out of.